Right, today I'm going to do a review on this Makita impact driver. It is the DTD145. It's a brushless 18 volt impact driver. It's a nice little unit. I've had this for quite some time now. You look closely, you'll notice it's got the metallic finish on the paint rather than the standard teal plastic. This has got a metallic fleck to it, as released as part of the 100th anniversary Makita series, where they did drills and impact drivers with this finish. So like I said, it's a brushless impact driver and it's been very handy. It's starting to look a bit rough. I've thrashed it. The LXT is completely worn off just there. Makita's slowly wearing off. Right, I'll show you some features of this handy wee impact driver. First up, it is a 3-stage impact driver. There's 3 settings. When you pull the trigger, it lights up these lights here. So that's on full power at the moment. Press that button and take it down to lowest setting. Push it again, take it to the second setting, and back up to the high setting. Okay, it also has, like most 18 volt tools now, a light. Now the light can be turned on and off, glows for about 15 seconds, maybe not quite 15 seconds, after you release the trigger, but you can also turn it on and off with this button here. So I just leave it permanently turned on. I mean, you don't really need to turn it off. It's not like it's going to drain your battery, it's only a little LED. Now, this also has a battery indicator. See that there? When the battery starts getting low, that little battery symbol will start flashing red to warn you to get another battery ready. Right, also, I don't know if this is a handy feature or a pointless feature or what. Maybe if, you know, in an emergency and your house has been in a flood, or the power's been turned off and it's dark and you need to board up a window or something and you need to find your impact driver in the dark, well, this ring here glows in the dark. Not really a necessary feature, but hey, it's there. Okay, we've got a hook on the base there for hooking it on your belt. Now I'll run you through a few of the stats. In the lowest setting, it does 1300 impacts per minute and also does 1300 RPM. And in the middle, it's doing 2800 impacts, and in the highest setting, 3400 impacts. It's a 160 Newton meter impact driver, sorry. And if you are using the other system of measuring, it is about 1420 inch-pounds. Is that how they say it? Something like that. Anyway, I'm doing this in New Zealand, so we don't use that measurement. The overall dimensions, it's only 138 mil long, which is still about 19 millimeters longer than what is now the current top model, which is only 119 mil. It features a 1/4 inch drive chuck that you don't need to pull back to insert the bit, like you might have to on older impact drivers. So that believe it or not, is quite handy. Now weight wise, just take the battery off. I'll have to put the camera down for just a second. So the weight of this thing listed on the Makita New Zealand website is 1.3 kgs. But according to my scales here, 935 grams without a battery, and with a 3 amp battery, it's 1538. So maybe a 1.3 is when it's got a 1.5 amp battery. Who knows? They don't specify that on the website. But anyway, 900 when it hasn't got a battery on. 3 amp battery, it's found 1540, 1.5 kgs. By comparison, my old Hitachi impact driver with a 3 amp battery is just over 1.8 kgs. So 300 grams heavier, which is quite a lot. And just in case you're worried about different batteries being heavier than others or anything, go, I've got a 5 amp battery, it's going to be too heavy. Not at all. It's only like about 12 grams difference. So it's quite a light little unit. And like I say, I've used it for a long time now. It's very grunty. Having a look at the base, I find this interesting. It's a fairly newly released tool. It was released for the 100th anniversary in 2015. It's got a yellow base, which means it's compatible with all the new batteries. Doesn't have a star. It doesn't have the third tang that most modern Makita tools, 18 volt tools have, which I thought was a security overload protection, stop your tool from getting damaged and your batteries from getting damaged, but it doesn't appear to be there. I'm not sure if that's a problem or not, but just something I've noticed. Right, now that we've had a look at the features, why don't we see how she runs. Right, I'm now going to do a quick test using stainless steel 14 gauge batten screws. They're 100 mm long, 4 inches. I'm going to drive in 2 at once, one with the Hitachi WH18DL 18 volt impact driver, which I've been using for a few years, and this one, which I've been using for about a year, the Makita DTD145. So I'm going to drive these screws into 2 pieces of 4x2, no pre-drilled holes, both on their highest settings. Dope. Is that what happened? Three, two, one. There you have it. The Makita kicked ass there. See how quick it takes it back out. And on the next setting down, and then on the lowest setting, probably wouldn't have enough strength to drive this screw. Let's see what happens. Will do it, but I'll be there all day. So I'm not going to fly through and see how many I can do per battery charge, because you do what you do. You're not going to buy a drill, surely, are you? Because one will do 10 more screws than the other one. You're going to buy it because you've already got the battery. Right, so this is the chucker shirt I'm telling you about. You just poof, done. You just pull it to release it. Unlike this old Hitachi one where you've got to pull it up and let it go on both entry and exit. So yeah, that makes it quite a bit handier, surprisingly. So, done. As well as driving screws, you can also use any other bits that have a 1/4 inch hex, like so, like this countersunk drill bit. and it will work fine in this impact driver, or any other impact driver for that matter, with a 1/4 inch hex drive. You can also use sockets. This is a 1/2 inch angled Makita gold bit that allows you to use sockets on up to a 15-degree angle, which can be handy when you're trying to just get into those tight corners to do up a bolt or something. It's very handy. Overall, I think this is a very good little impact driver. I'm very happy with it. I would happily buy one again, although of course when I next buy one they all will have changed and I'll be getting something a bit quieter. That's the thing I don't like about impact drivers, it's so bloody rowdy. One in oil, impulse one day. Thanks for watching. It's the Makita DTD145. Catch you next time.